Okay, so you watch the show. Now it's time to level up. Hit that join button and get the VIP treatment. Early access, behind the scenes, and even shout-outs on the spot. Get in the mix with the real ones, breeders, fans, and all the dog lovers. Join the fam, be a part of something bigger. Starting at just $1, you get access to the best content we got. And that's not all. Members get 10% off all merch and gear. Plus, you're on the priority list for getting your next pup. You're in the loop. To join, just click the join button below this video. Pick your tier and boom, you're part of the squad.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, man. What's happening?
Sir. Yes, sir. You already know. It's Monday. It's Monday. You already know. Hey, it's Monday. It don't end. Salute M1. Salute Tim.
Hey.
Salute Big Dre. We right back at it Monday. How y'all feel? Right back at it Monday.
Thanks.
Big Dre. Salute.
Man. Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man.
Where the cash at? Where the cash at? Yeah, that's what we talking about. Where the cash at? Where the cash at? You know what I mean? That's what we gonna talk about today at the Cookout. What y'all bring? What y'all bring? Salute. Yeah. I'm still at the special table. Big A over at the royal table. They kicked me at the special table last week, so I'm coming for the special table so I can get back to the royal table. So it's all good. It's all good. Eat on these chicken nuggets and stuff like that over here, and check out these snacks these boys got. But anyway, you know, big Tony up in here. Big Tony, salute.
Hey.
Yeah. But anyway, where the cash at? Where the cash at? That's what we talking about. Where the cash at? Hey. All right, number one off the top, though. Off the top, you know, we're going to do something for the tape recorder crew when they check back on TOYO to see if he even dropping any jewels or any facts. So we talking about where the cash at. So the Digital Dog Show, of course. Let's start there. Digital Dog Show, everything that we doing, Shogun doing, interactive. We top shelf over here. And, you know, you can get, you know, we got cash prizes for you at the Digital Dog Show. You know, we started grassroots out the mud. We started, we getting it. So I'm going to start with number one. That's Shogun Unlimited in that Digital Dog Show. That's where the cash at. That's where the cash at. All right.
Yeah.
And also, salute the pressure. Salute the pressure, the whole Cat brother. Salute.
Bro.
All right, so next on the list, cash prize events. Cash prize events for your dogs. You know me, I'm trying to get y'all some jobs. These ones can pay you. So all the jobs I gave y'all, I think, can pay you something. But anyway, these specifically for the cash prize events. Man. Let me see where I'm gonna start at. You got something called the United States Dog Agility Association, USDAA, United States Dog Agility Association. So you might want to check that out. All right, I'm gonna run through these. I ain't gonna give you too much because I know niggas at the cookout, they want to eat, they want to get to talking they shit. Doors already open though. But anyway, that was the USDAA, United States Dog Agility Association. Look that up. They got cash prize events. Another one would be Dog Blessed LLC Agility Trials. And that will be occurring on November 8th, Allendale, Michigan, for all the Michigan brothers. For all the Michigan brothers.
Sean. What you looking at with Sean?
So you got the when Sean say it's cash prize there, she said she with the cash at. She said, hey. So look, Dog Bless LLC Agility Trial, November 8th, Allendale, Michigan. Yeah, go get it. That's for all the Michigan niggas or whoever can get there with their good dogs. Challenges for hands, of course, you already know, Monday. Greater Lincoln Obedience Club Agility Trial, That's October 30th and 31st coming up in Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. Or the Omaha guys. I think Crawford from out that way somewhere. I might be wrong, but like the Nebraska guys, dog men, or anybody else in the country that want to take them good dogs out there, try to get some cash prize. Agility trials for the Greater Lincoln Obedience Club. That's in Omaha, Nebraska, October 30th and 31st. The next one we got is something called A Wolf Agility Trial, October 25 and October 26. And that's down your way, Big A. That's down Texas, Bay Cliff, Texas, wherever Bay Cliff at. You ever heard of Bay Cliff? That's down there, Bay Cliff. So that's another place where the cash at. Where the cash at? A Wolf Agility Trials, October 25th and 26th, Bay Cliff, Texas. Also, what we got here? What we got here? And also, y'all can look up that the National Dog Show. I don't know what the stipulations is on that National Dog Show, the one that's sponsored by Purina, but they giving out cash prizes too. And also, this one was interesting. That Westminster Kennel Club thing, Big A. You know about the big Westminster joint? Well, anyway, that big Westminster joint, they got a thing you could do and have a chance to win $1 million. Whereas though all you got to do is pick the winners of each bracket. I think it's 7 brackets. If you could pick the winner of each bracket in the Westminster Kennel Club, that big show they be having, they got a bracket challenge for $1 million. You got to be able to pick each winner out of the seven classes and the best in show. And the best in show. If you could do that, that's $1 million for you. So that's at that Westminster joint. You might not got a dog that can go in there, but your dog skills, how you looking at the dogs and judging them. If you into the dogs like that, I'm trying to get you some money. So that's where it's at too. That's where it's at too. Man.
You shouldn't have seen Dre hear that he fixing to go in.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Niggas need to know where it's at. So yeah, go get it. Salute Big Sexy. I see you in the house. Cuzzo. Also, Big Sexy says salute Big Hill and Big A. I got the potato salad. Salute.
Salute.
Hey yo. Also now, what else I wanted to say? Well, and also you could on your own time, like I say, y'all could replay this back and listen to the names and just look them up. Just look them up. It'll give you all the specifics. You know, I think you could show most of them. You could show up that day and enter. You ain't even got to enter in advance. You could come that day and enter. So and also that CPE, that K9 Performance, that CPE is called K9 Performance Events. You can look up something called CPE, K9 Performance Events list. It's a list. So that they'll give you a list of K9 Performance Events. If you look up that, they give you a list of things. Just giving you things to keep your dogs active, keep them top notch, keep your hands working, keep your mind working, keep your eyes and hand agility, and be able to learn. If that's all you get out of it, just learn it, go and watch it and all that, and come share back with the community. Come share back with the community the knowledge you get if you go decide to participate in any of those things. All right, and we got through that. Also, I want to talk about some notable things that's been in the news. Notable things that our dogs have done that's been in the news lately, currently, like notable positive things the pit bulls have done. I think I got like 3 of them for you. It was a 1-year-old pit bull named Darby. Y'all can look it up. A 1-year-old pit bull named Darby saved his owner, James White, from a 6-foot shark in Bodega Bay, California. The shark must have attacked his owner some type of way. The pit got busy. Him and his owner made it to shore. They good. So they gave Darby. They got something for Darby. I think they threw him something. He got some type of award. But yeah, they called him something like the shark killer or something. They called him something. I don't know what they called him. But old Darby, 1-year-old pit bull, saved his owner from a shark. Salute the pits. Salute them. You already. Also, we have a dog named Astro. These is all pit bulls now. Notable shit they done in the news. Positive stuff. We have a pit bull named Astro. that saved his owner down in Texas, Big A, down to El Paso. You might can find out more about him because they threw him I think they threw him a parade or something too. Old Astro. They didn't even put what he did to save his owner. Whatever he did, it must have been something they couldn't put in the papers or whatever. But Astro saved his owner in El Paso. You know what I mean? And these are current events. So these dogs, you know what I mean? You can look them up and find out more about them. Also, a dog named Diamond, pit bull named Diamond, 15-month-old pit bull saved his owner and received the National Dog Hero Award. He saved his owner. I don't know where he at. But you can look all that up. But like, salute to the pit bull and everything that he could do. Keep it moving. So where we at with it? What they talking about? Anybody in the building, or let's be on the mic?
It's just us.
Oh, it's just us.
Yeah.
It's just us. It's just us. That's what's up.
Yeah, remember that? Oh no, that's that Queen Latifah. That's that Unity.
I know that's right. I feel something you were saying though, but Queen came and blocked you, and you said, "Nah, not that one." I got you, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Y'all had an awesome cook up and shit. Y'all had a nice one. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. I was reading something today. They say, Toyo, what you breathe for? You know, Blooming, you know, I could go all over the place. But shit, we could rock with shit. How about this one? I breathe for, and I want to maintain loyalty, bravery, and intelligence. And I'm rocking with it. That's how I have it, get it. Loyalty, bravery, and intelligence. That's what they say they come with. That's what I'm trying to keep. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. If I could enhance any of them, we working with that too. But I need some loyalty, bravery, and intelligence. That's broad enough to cover some of that shit. Salute.
Salute.
Yes, sir. Where we at it? Salute the wolf. Already. RBG.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. We gonna freestyle. I'm gonna freestyle this out. What y'all want to talk about? Anybody got any questions?
Yeah.
I see some people dropping little shit about their little events. I see one in Alabama. Somebody said something about an event in Alabama. Salute.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I heard a story a long time ago about a dog named Boomer saving DMX from a burning building.
Oh shit, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Hey man,
you know what I'm saying? You know how it be. It could be true, might not be true, but you know, I heard that.
So question then. If your dog do something like that, save your life and shit like that, do that joker deserve to be bred? That's what I'm talking about. What you gonna breed that joke? You gonna breed that, ain't you? Hey, is you gonna breed that? I'm just asking. Or it still ain't doing enough for you. It's the joke that saved your life. That saved your life. Do it deserve to get bred? Do it deserve to get bred? The paperwork ugly though. You might not even got no paperwork on the one that saved your life. Joker might even be mixed, but he saved your life. Do he deserve to get bred? Do he deserve to get bred?
You hear about it's on YouTube. I can't look it up right now. I'm out and about. But I think it was last year or the year before, man. These years be running together, man. But this dude had they were some bullies. And he had left. He was at work and somebody tried to break into his house. And the bullies mauled him to death. And then went back into the house and stayed there in the house until he came home. The door was wide open and everything when he came home. He called the laws. They came, took his dogs for, I think it was like 24 hours or whatnot. He got his dogs back or whatnot. And Yeah, they
Yeah, salute them bullies.
yeah,
Salute them bullies. That was working stock bullies, goddammit. That's working
yeah,
stock right there. When they do that, they working. Hey, that's real talk. I like that one. Hey, I feel you,
yeah,
Big Tony. Big Tony say, fuck that paperwork. I'll breed them. That's what's happening, Big Tony. That's what's
yeah,
happening. And the whole thing is this,
man.
and I'm gonna make it hard for y'all. I'm gonna make it a little hard for y'all. That joker, not only do he don't have no paperwork, that junk got a furry tail and some other shit with his you know that joint ain't all the way picked. But that joker just did the ultimate for you that saved your life. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say you gotta breed them. I ain't gonna make y'all say y'all gonna breed them. Cause I know some of y'all wouldn't breed them to y'all top flight program and all that type stuff. You know, and you'll have all reasons not to breed them. Even though the dog just saved your life and everything. But you're gonna have reasons like, man, I'm not mixing that stuff with my junk. even though he did the ultimate or the performance tip, I don't think you can get no better on the performance tip than saving your owner's life. I don't give a fuck. You understand? So if that ain't giving them giving them a shot at no trim. I mean, hey, is you really breeding on performance? You know, you really breeding on performance. But I understand though, you know, he ain't got the good hair. He ain't got the good hair. He ain't got the green eyes that you like. He ain't that real thing you like. So that basically make you disqualify what he just did for you to get us some trim. So where we at with it? Where we at with it? Yes, sir. Cause I know I ain't gonna lie. I'm like probably most of y'all. Say I got some superb stock that I'm working with. Boom, boom, boom. And I got my old son I had around the house that just was around the house or whatever. He wasn't all the way right. I wasn't gonna put him in my program. You know what I mean? Because of reasons like I ain't know how he was bred and all that. And that joker might be mixed. But he saved my life. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I probably wouldn't put him in my program either. I wouldn't breed him to my junk. But I would treat him well. I would treat him well though. I would treat him well. Treat him well. He ain't got to do what the other dogs do. He would be held that he would be able to stay. I definitely would keep him. But I ain't gonna say I'm gonna breed him. Cause cause it could be just like the other joints. I'm gonna tell y'all why y'all ain't got to breed them in my world. Why y'all ain't got to breed them and y'all ain't got to feel bad because like even he ain't got to throw himself. He could throw you something that ain't gonna save your life. So like, who says it don't stop? It start with him and end with him. So yeah, I wouldn't throw it in there just for that. And that's why that brings you to performance. When you're breeding for performance and stuff like that, do the dogs really throw the performance, or does it start there in there with that one dog? Sometimes it be like that. So so are you safer with getting a dog based on his performance, or are you safer breeding to dogs that produce performers? That's a question I ask. Are you safer with breeding to a dog? Say if you were breeding your prize female, now you couldn't find nothing on your yard to breed her to, and you feel like you'll pay some money to get somebody to breed to this dog. You want to go to some top shelf and get some. You got some money and you want to go get a top shelf stud. Are you going to the top performer in whatever you're doing in the categories you're doing performance wise? Are you going to that guy, or you're going to the one that produce the performers? Or you're going to look for the ones that produce the performers? Now, to me, that's a question that's kind of, like all Bulldogs questions. You can't be wrong. That's how I feel that all Bulldog questions. Nobody could be wrong because anything can happen messing with these Bulldogs. But me, my choice would be the one if I'm looking for a nut, I'm going to the producers, the ones that produce performance. If I'm looking for performance, to get some performing dogs, I'm going to the nut that produces performers. I'm not going to the performer only because he's not proven in throwing performers yet. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm explaining it correctly. Yeah, People like to go to the performers because they're looking for performance, but I say you got to go to where they produce the performers. The performers ain't usually known. I don't know the stats. Do the performers throw more performers than the ROM dogs? The dogs that are known have been proven to throw performers. So if you're looking for a nut, I think you would go, just on my thoughts, I would go to the one that's throwing the nut that you're looking for. The other one hasn't been proven in throwing no nut. You're looking for a nut. The other one just been proven in performing. You understand?
Right.
So let me see what they saying about that. Big Tony said, I went from 10 grown dogs to 4 last week. I just don't call at 8 weeks. Oh, okay, Tony. Oh, your process. Okay. Thanks for sharing that. That's what's up. I went from 10 grown to 4. Six of them had to go to new homes. I understand that, Tony. And they probably still was good dogs. It's just where you at with your program, only 4 of them you liked out the 6. I ain't even gonna say only that you liked. Maybe only 4 of them. You might have liked all of them, but 4 of them you decided that that was the best choice for you to move forward. Salute that. The 6 other ones probably is still good dogs for somebody else. Salute that, bro. And that's part of the culling process. The culling process, a lot of people think that means just get rid of the dogs, any type. Nah, the culling process is different color processes for different people. You know, and I love the culling processes when you can find a home for them, that somebody will just take that on what it can do or what they want. They see it in that. So yeah, that's part of being the owner. What to do with the other ones that don't fit your program. You know what I mean? You could that's another lane. That's a whole nother lane too. But that's part of being a good owner. Salute, Big Tony. I never heard of Tab doing anything, but he's also everywhere. Salute that, Dre. Yes, sir, King T. Yes, sir. Salute. Salute the Quick. Salute say he's gonna take his chances with the performer. I understand that, Quick. I understand that, Quick. You ain't gonna be lonely doing that. You ain't gonna be lonely doing that. A lot of guys choose that route. Salute. Red Boy was 2 times and out produced champions and grand champ. Yes, sir. Red. Yes, sir. Shogun. Yes, sir. So just a question I throw out there. I heard y'all cooking. Y'all know Toyo be jacking for content. So yeah, I heard y'all cooking this morning. And, I heard y'all cooking this morning. And salute Casino up here. The dog heads and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like that too. I like a bigger head. I like a bigger head too. But also I feel what Dre was saying too, like, hold up, don't get too caught up in the big head thing. Yeah, that is very true. I do like a bigger head because I like I like got a certain look that I like in a pit bull. You know, I like it to look like a pit bull. No questions. I don't like them ones that you gotta make somebody believe they're a pit bull like that. That people look at and be like, man, that ain't no pit, you know, like that type of thing. Even though those ones be good, they be fire. It don't matter. They come in all sizes, shapes, and colors. But I like a certain standard and my dogs, I like them to definitely look like no questions asked. That's a pit bull. You know, that's what I like mine to look like. Now, and I like a bigger head. Now, Toyo's opinion far as what that has to do with the bite. Over my experiences in time and the dogs I've seen, it doesn't look like the size doesn't, I don't think all the time correlates with the power of the bite. You know, you would think that just by looking at him, you would think that, you know, your common sense would be like, hold up, that joker got a big nugget. He probably bloom. But somewhere in there is a little different. I guess the way the mouth power plays out, it don't really correlate with the size of the head too much. Because you'll see a lot of pinhead jokers that they crunching like I don't know what, make you looking at where is the crunch coming from. You know what I mean? So, you know, I guess it's a science to that too, but like the bulldog world, like all these things, you can read something in front of your eyes. Your bulldog will tell you something different. So, with all these things, that's how I go in the bulldog world. You just got to go on what it is that day. Even historically speaking, it was always like that. To me, your dog ain't occur today or whatever, because it proved not to be. But tomorrow, it still got to prove the same thing. Like, so like that's how it always is with the bulldog world. You dig what I'm saying? It's all about what you done for me lately around this joker. What have you done for me lately? That's how it be. Oh, we got Casino in the building. What's up, bro? Holla at me.
Man, I want to elaborate on. I didn't want to just put an answer in the chat to the question you asked. You asked, would you go with the performer or the producer? Um, Shit. In a lot of cases, if the dog ain't a performer, you won't ever know if it is a producer, and then because uh, um or what I'm trying to say is the producer that didn't perform would have had to come from a dog that was performing. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like y'all was saying Frisco, but Frisco come from Chinaman, right? Hello?
Yes, sir. Casino, my fault. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Frisco comes from Chinaman. I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the reason that Frisco became a producer was because of what Chinaman did. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like sometimes people in programs will go off of what the parent did, and if that one is producing what its parent was, you know what I'm saying, then that would make it with a producer. But I wouldn't suggest like, I don't know about no producer that come from a dog that was just a producer too. Like two dogs back to back that didn't perform, that's a bit much, you know what I'm saying? But if the daddy performed and you want to use the son to try to reproduce his dad, then that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? So like,
I think I do. I think I'm following you.
so,
you. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
like what I'm saying is people like Frisco became such a producer because of what Chinaman did, not because of what Frisco did, but because of what his daddy did. That's his daddy, right?
Yes, sir. I think that could be it. I ain't gonna say you right or wrong in it. Keep on explaining your situation, and I like how you cook it. But yeah, you right about far as Chinaman. I mean Frisco coming from Chinaman, but far as you saying that's where the producing power came from in Frisco, I
I'm saying
can't
that's
tell
what
you.
people saying. No, I'm saying
I can't say that or not. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, go ahead, kick it.
what I'm saying is Chinaman was the performer, but it seemed like people went to Frisco for the producer. So even though Chinaman was the performer, it looked like Chinaman didn't produce like Frisco did. But Frisco would have never got a chance to be a producer if his dad was not Chinaman. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but like I say, I can't co-sign that. I see what you're saying though.
Yeah, nah. I don't even know. I don't have neither one of them. Like for real, like I don't have a heavy Chinaman dog or a heavy Frisco dog. I'm just saying, like from what it looked like because of what his dad was able to do, that put him in position to even get a chance to be a producer. You see, like if his dad was not Chinaman, he would have never even been put in a producer position. Like if let's say his dad wasn't Chinaman. Let's say,
So his mother don't got no part in it. His mother don't got no part in it. Just asking.
well, no,
Like,
his mother got a part in it, but that's what I'm saying. You got to go through the same process to pick the mother. Like everybody program got a different way how they picking what they gonna breed. You know what I'm saying? So it was something in that mother that they felt like if you put this together, it'll do what it's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Frisco would have been in that position if his dad was just another, like, you see what I'm saying? Like if his dad wasn't a performer, he would have never been put in no producer position. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out. How y'all
my
feel
fault.
about that?
My fault, bro. No, I hear what you're saying. Dang, I don't know if you fell off or if I fell off. I don't
No,
know.
no, no. I hear you. You can
Um,
hear me?
yeah, I hear you. Yeah,
Okay.
but no, I hear where you come from. It's just you know, I couldn't really tell you where the producing power come in because some people don't even like Frisco. They go to China, man, and they get a lot of good dogs. They get a lot of good dogs. But Frisco is a different. When you go to Frisco, his producing power look a little different. Like he producing a different dog. He ain't producing the same dog as China, man. The females got something to do with it too. That's all I'm saying. The females will have something to do with it too. And China Man did both. He produced and he performed. Frisco.
Yeah, I'm not saying he producing Chinamen. What I'm trying to say is he was put in a producing position because of who his father was. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Well, yeah, I guess so. I guess so. I mean,
it's kind of like
what China Man did, you would figure that people gonna try to breed all the dogs off of China Man. So it ain't just Frisco. People gonna breed all you. But I understand where you coming from. I just can't pinpoint where the producing power come from. That's all I'm at with it. That's all I'm at with it with you. I understand where you coming from. Like, hey, you hearing what you hearing, and you saying what you saying. You know what I mean? I heard the same thing you saying. But like, I just can't co-sign it. I just can't co-sign it.
I'm not saying that's where the producing power came from. I'm saying that he was put in the position to even be a producer because of his dad. Like, not where his power.
I agree.
You see what I'm saying?
That.
It's kind of like Shador Sanders.
I understand totally what you're saying. He wouldn't even be in that position.
Yeah, he wouldn't even be in that position if your dad wasn't Dion. And I ain't knocking him. It's just like I ain't knocking Frisco. But because of who your father was, we finna breed you. You see what I'm saying?
Like, yes, sir. I definitely understand. I definitely understand what you're coming from. It makes sense to me because you're saying basically Frisco ain't performed. From what we hear, the stories, he ain't performed. So he basically getting bread. I guess he getting bread for what his father did. That's the only way you looking at it. And I salute that. I understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense to me.
Because I don't even know enough about Frisco dogs to speak on what they producing and all that. I'm just speaking on the situation from looking outside the window. Looking outside the window, it looked like that's what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a good look. That's a good look, bro.
Yeah.
Like, shit, that's a good look. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. Let me see what they talk. Yeah, I heard he could take chunks out, and stuff like that. But like Casino said though, still had to be China Man behind him because why else would he get bread? You know what I mean? They going on. He coming from China Man, and they put the bolio in there, so they gave it a shot. And he did that, taking chunks out. I guess taking chunks out wasn't bad either. It didn't do no harm to it, but I guess, hey, not my words. This came from Lopez. All right, that's what's up.
And then the thing you were saying about the bite, I think, I agree with you. The head shape don't really mean, looking at it, you'll think the one with the wide head gonna bite harder, but I feel like it's kind of like boxing. It's like, it's all about your intentions. I feel like it's the intentions behind the bite. Like, you only know how hard a dog bite off of how they intend on what they intend on doing with their bite. You know what I'm saying? Like, some dogs is just they just got a mean streak. They might not even bite as hard as another dog, but the way they use they bite, their intentions behind they bite, it's biting harder because he want to do more damage. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the intentions of the bite. You know what I'm saying? That could go into it too. You know what I'm saying?
I agree totally with that. To the point where, as though I double down and say that has higher percentage of dealing with the power of that individual bite, that dog's intense. That has a higher percentage than any other factor. That's just me doubling down on you. I think the dog's intent is a high percentage of that each individual bite, which means so each individual bite I'm thinking is not going to be the same pressure. It's going to be for different reasons. The intent comes in and it makes that bite harder. And in my experiences, I've seen dogs that you know, you would think sometimes if you see him, you would be like, that joker ain't got no mouth. But he still do what he's supposed to do. But you'll see him, and he'd be like, man, he got a cotton mouth. And then you see him again, you'd be like, good grief. That's why I think it's the intent. You know, he might not want to have to use that type of pressure, or don't have to use that type of pressure when it ain't that much pressure on him. Different things. But like, I totally agree with that, Casino. Not that it has all to do with it, but I say it has. I think that's the highest percentage, bringing the highest percentage to that pressure per pound is the intent of the dog. Is the intent of the dog.
Right.
And I think that's all I'm gonna say with that one. That's all I like that, Casino. I double down on that. Salute.
Yeah, that intent serious. It's kind of like you can have a big swole ass. I'm just throwing out dogs, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you got a big swole ass bully or some shit, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You know that dog strong as a motherfucker. You know it is, but it's intent. He ain't trying to really do shit. So it's like you'll never know. You don't know how strong the bite is. You know it gotta be strong, but the motherfucker intent, he just want to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Like, so it's like you just big as fuck for no reason.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you take a little funny looking pit bull with a skinny head, and that motherfucker got the right intent, and you'll think that dog bite harder. You can't say think that dog is biting harder than that big swole muscle
Right.
dog because he want to. You know what I'm saying? Like that big dog could easily bite harder, but he just don't got the intent.
Now, see, the reason why I said the 10 ain't the 100, because I know you're a boxer and stuff like that. It do get to a point though that both of us can have the same intent. We try to knock each other head off, but you simply just get hit harder than me. I say that come when it's like that, it come to genetics. I think it comes to genetics, bone structure, different things like that. That's when it comes into what you was talking about, as far as the tools you got. Like, okay, your intent is there, but is your muscle the way however that genetic thing supposed to work for you to have the hardest bite? That's when that come in there, because I do believe the shape of the head and the way the head is built does play a part in it. But I'm not no medical dude to know where the tendons, if the dog got these kind of tendons or this type of bone structure going with these tendons and make it a fast mouth or a slow mouth, or he be able to control, like, because sometimes that big wide gummy jaw type thing, too much of a muscle mouth, that muscle, just like those cock diesel dudes, like it take a lot of oxygen or for the muscles or whatever. So that one with not that much muscle and stuff like that joker might be able to do that high pressure longer time, hold that joint, hold that high pressure longer time than the joker with the big mouth he hit hard, but it's just going to be spurts. It's just going to be spurts of it. And another thing,
okay.
And another thing, holding a hold and working a hold is just as important as being able to bite hard. Holding and knowing how to work a hold is just as important as biting hard. It might even be more important. You know what I mean? Like being able to stay in hold on that hog, you know what I mean, for a long period of time, not letting go. And being able to work that hold, actually being able to work that hold, not just hold it, but being able to work that hold. You know what I mean? So a lot of that is very important. Talking about bite too.
I want to say this to add to what you were saying about the the muscle one. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically what I was gonna say is it's just like we like, I know you fighting in the street or something, right? Like you were saying, the big muscle one don't have the stamina that the other one got, right? But shit, you better don't let that big motherfucker grab you. You know what I'm saying? Because that little spurt might be all they need if they grab your ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking like if you were like in a street fight or some shit, like like a boxer versus a goddamn bodybuilder. Like, yeah, the boxer will pap his ass out, but he better not let that nigga grab him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh hell yeah! But also
Yeah.
on the flip side of that, a good dude. I'm gonna say, got the cock diesel dude that grabbed that skinny dude. He had top peak condition too. Or if he ride the tussling out too, he could know how to use the body weight against that big man and just ride. While the big
Right.
man trying to get him in different positions, as long as he don't let him get him in different positions, that dude wasting his energy. And the little dude got speed, so it still could be evened out. He still could let that big man work a little bit. He'll tie out. Just go ahead and let him fling you around, as long as he ain't hurting you. Don't ever let him get you off your feet more. So it's different things that go with the intelligence too. So
Yeah, it's a
definitely
lot, bro.
goes
It's
with the
layered.
intelligence.
It's layers to that shit, and it's no right or wrong answer either. It's like it's just
It's
it just is
bulldogging.
what it
It's
is.
bulldogging.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
bulldogging. That's how
Yeah,
every question gonna be in the bulldog community. I don't care what they say. Ain't nobody gonna be right because a bulldog can tell you different. You just waiting to see. So like all of us right at different times. We all gonna be right. Applied where needed. You know what I mean? That's all. Apply things where needed. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody no genius. Everybody just sharing with this community. And I'm glad you up here, Casino. But basically, like, yeah, apply the things that relate to you. That's all. Me and Casino kicking, dropping some jewels. Salute.
mm-hmm. Dre said he seen dogs that won't bite harder until they get in trouble. Now that's a fact.
Yeah, they'll say that. Like I done heard that before. Like the numbers that say if you look at what the doc whoever writing the numbers and the people who write books that we think they smart, they would tell you that a defensive bite is the hardest bite. That's where I kind of got at with my research. That when they study and stuff, they'll say like a bite that's trying to save their ass is basically the hardest bite.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm gonna put it like this. The fire burn is brightest before it go out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that defensive strong bite, that motherfucker not gonna be breathing in through his mouth, out through his nose like it's supposed to. That shit ain't gonna last long. Like if you
Yeah. I
yeah,
got you. I got you.
yeah.
Nah, that's real talk though. Real talk. Uh-huh. Shoot, what else they talking about in there? What else they talking about down there? Yeah, I heard about old Simba. That's a son off Frisco. I think that's a son or a grandson off Frisco. I'm not for sure. I think it's a son. But I think Garner said that was the hardest biting joke he seen. That was the hardest biting joke he seen. So I think somebody in the chat said they heard he was biting 2x4s in half and all that. You know what I mean? So, hey, the bite is the bite. They call the bite the equalizer. They call that bite the mighty equalizer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes, sir.
But shit, I just wanted to put my little 2 cents on that. I ain't want to type up all that. I rather had just came up here and say what I had to say.
Oh, you know the door always open, bro. You ain't even gotta go if you don't want to. But yeah, the door's always open. And you can take over the show at any time you want to around this motherfucker. That's how it is. I opened up the door. I
I
opened
hate
up the
trying to say
door.
nobody's show over,
I
man. That's
opened the
why
door.
I don't got no show, man. I let y'all do the hosting the show, and I just come drop my little 2 cents in and keep it moving, man. Shit, that's a hard job y'all doing. Like I don't have that much to talk about. I can't.
Shit, you comes up though. You comes up and get right on the grill. I like that. So people like the food you cooking. So like, yeah, the grill's
Yeah,
open around this joker. Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. And you got that. What you got over there? You got the niggerino with the Red Boy Jocko. You got two separate joints. You got Red Boy Jocko, Bolio Tombstone, if I'm correct. And you
Well,
got niggas.
I got the
What you got?
Niggerino, and then I got the Red Boy Jocko Bolio, and I got the Niggerino by itself. I got the Red Boy Jocko by itself. Then I got the Red Boy Jocko Bolio with the Niggerino put together.
Yeah, yeah. So you twerking over there? You working and
I got
twerking?
some
You
new
cooking
shit
over
too,
there?
but I ain't gonna speak on it. I got some new shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
I got some imported shit from Mexico. Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. When you really squeezing, it won't be long. You got one of the black Jones. You must have got something black that come from Mexico. Tell me
Yeah,
you got something black.
I got a black John. Yeah.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm
Salute that
saying?
new family black. Goddamn it! Salute the new family blacks.
Yeah, I've been looking for a black John. I've been looking. Man, I done looked at all the different black dogs and all that. Like, I've been, and it ain't just because of the color. It's really more about the blood. But the blood just always, the blood I was looking for. It seemed like they was all black. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah, I got me a black one.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing. You already got pretty reds around there. You got pretty reds around there. You would bring some of that black up in there, man. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, GB. When they really squeeze, and it won't be long. I know that's right, GB. Yes,
Salute
sir.
everybody in the chat too, man. Salute everybody. Dogman TV, Hemi, M1, Heart and Finish, Tony. Salute everybody, man.
Can somebody tell me what's up with this knot in the tail that everybody be laughing at? You know, like I kind of feel like that's a joke out there, like the knot in the tail. That's like a fable,
You talking about when the tail, it's like it start one way and then it like just turn weird, like it look like
no,
it's
I'll
a
be
crook.
actually somewhere down in that tail be actually actual knot that'll swell up when they agitated what. And I think the people laughing trying to say those that's usually cur activity. I'm thinking. You know, usually some people say when the hair raise up on your dog, if your hair raising up on that back line, that's some cur activity. These are fables and tales that the community be having out there, like, and it might have some truth to it. Like, do all dogs when their hair raise up down the back of their spine and stuff like that? Do that really mean they occur? And when that dog got that knot in the tail, that knot in the tail, even like what casinos say, when that jump halfway up and turn a different way when they get agitated or whatever. Do those things really mean that them dogs curves? I don't know. Or that C tail, that one that go up and turn into a C. Is that really saying that they curves and stuff? I mean, y'all let me know. Tell me.
I don't. Shit, man. I don't. That hair standing on the back of the I thought that. Man, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. That sounds like some shit niggas just said. You know?
All right, Drake. Which one ain't a fable, Drake? Which one you standing on, Drake? Which one you standing on?
Yeah, I want to know.
Yeah, which one you standing on? And I want to know why you say that. Why you say it ain't no fable? We need to know. You was the first one to jump out there talking about that ain't no fable and laughy faces. Which one ain't no fable? And is you standing on that? Do you got the numbers? You know how the Bulldog community is. And you be like this too. We get real petty. So we need numbers. Did you just hear this thing from different people that you respect and you just riding with it? You know, that's cool too. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us do that. Like, we use our elders and stuff to kind of tell us the stats, and we roll with them thinking they telling us the truth. So is it one of those things, or is like you might have had five of them or something that you might have had some numbers that you could tell us or whatever. Shit, I'm just curious. He said the hair,
he said and the hair and the tail.
And the tail.
I don't know.
All right, so tell us why. Tell us why, bro.
Yeah, I would like for him to come up here and say that, but I know he's busy. But I want to hear this shit because I ain't never heard that shit.
Ronald said my Stonewall dogs curl and my Doc Holidays. All right, Ronald said he proud to say he got the curl and the Doc Holidays, and y'all niggas ain't gonna tell him his shit curves. He ain't gonna believe y'all if y'all do. Salute Ronald. Shit. Salute Ronald. It goes beyond the box. He said it goes beyond the box. Dogs fail protection tests with those same signs. All right, understand where you coming from. Okay, you saying when you see them in your lane, he might be talking about all breeds. But he said when he seen them in the lane he be fucking with, he said most of the time those ones pass the test. They don't pass the test. They fail the test. So that's why he's saying that. In the protection world, that he messed with, those ones failed the test. All right now. All right.
Well, shit, I don't got nothing to say about that. I'm gonna just see what everybody else say.
Hemi said, Pat Patrick said a dog can make every bad sign in the book. Damn, they erased that before I could read that one. That one. I
He
liked it.
said
That one.
he
What it
said
say?
Pat Patrick said a dog can make every bad sign in the book, but as long as it scratches back, it's a game dog.
There you go. Salute that. Salute that. I salute that. I'm more on that side. Goddamn it. I'm more on that side. Because they also said, I don't know, they also been said that when them dogs ever show you they teeth, that means something too. They say that's cur activity too. You know what I mean? So how many of y'all dogs just smile? I like a lot of y'all jokers be saying, yeah, my dog smile all the time. Well, a lot of that's a fable too. They say when they ever show you your teeth, show you their teeth for no reason. That's just like pulling your gun out and not shooting it. That's what they say. That was a fable. Now I'm not agreeing, but I'm saying I named them other fables y'all stood on. What about that one when the dog smile? That's a curse sign too. Whenever
Man,
they smile.
I don't believe in. Man, listen. I'm trying to think of how I can say it. I don't believe in no fable. I don't believe in no fable. It gotta just you gotta see. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way I can put it. Like you gotta see, bro. Like that, like showing teeth. That sounds like just some shit. People just sit
GBC.
around and say some shit, and people just say shit. People be talking shit, and if the person who talking shit is respected enough, that shit will become law. You know what I'm saying? But niggas just be talking shit. That sounds like a bunch of shit talking. All of it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, casino, I feel, but it's the Bulldog community.
It be depending who said it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
It's like
bro, these motherfucking sayings did not originate with me, bro. I don't want you to think these motherfucking sayings been out there. GB said, fuck that. I don't want none of that shit. You know what I mean? So they didn't heard it. They didn't heard what I'm saying. That's why GB said, I don't want none of that shit. So he didn't heard that type of shit. But like you said, from where you coming from, I could tell you where's this shit coming from? That's what basically you saying. Like where's these things coming from?
yeah, because it's so it don't even it don't. I haven't seen that. You know what I'm saying? I just you know what I'm saying? I ain't seen that at all. Like that smiling shit, man. It's hella dogs be doing that shit. Like just be like, man. I don't know. I don't know.
These what the old men said. These what the old men just said. I tell you, they just said it before. They put it out there. They put all types of shit out there.
Yeah, man.
I remember they used to,
the old man say all type of shit.
Just like they say the white dogs. They used to say another one I used to hear when I was younger. All white pit bulls was curs. That's what they said. That's what they say.
Yeah, I heard that too, but I don't know about that either. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. It's all just shit talking.
But some people really go on that. Like you heard GB say, I don't want none of that shit. So what about the white dogs? If they all white, do y'all accept that still? Do y'all go with the old saying of all white dogs was curs? Do y'all roll with that, or do y'all real be more harder on those white ones? Do y'all be like looking at them sideways and stuff like that? Look in the mirror and talk to yourself about it. If you really being prejudiced behind these joints on different fables, like casinos say these fables and shit. You know what I mean? So how much weight you putting in all these fables and shit? And how much weight
I put weight on it. Okay.
Did that make you get rid of all those dogs that we just said that had those type of things? Y'all got rid of them immediately? And what was the feedback from the people that y'all gave those dogs to? Did those dogs prove you wrong, or they prove you right? Just wondering, just shooting it out there. Go ahead, Casino.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, for the white dogs, I have no idea, bro. I don't got no idea about none of this shit, bro. It's like it just is what it like. The white dog, I don't know if I ever have one, because where would it come from? Out of the shit that the shit I fuck with, I don't know where I would ever have one. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I've heard that before, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't stand on none of that, because I haven't seen any of it to be 100% true. You know what I'm saying? But more people might know more than I know. You know what I'm saying, about that kind of stuff right there. But I just know people do be just talking shit, especially in this field. Like dealing with these dogs and shit. People say all type of shit, bro. So I have to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, Gayback said, nah, this shit for real. Once you see it, you will realize and know what they talking about. Tony said, and all bad bitches ain't shit. Salute that, Tony. Salute that one. Big C, my blood is known for that smile. I have a pup where that's all they do. Yeah, so some of these fables, some of these fables apply to some of us. And I guess by the responses I'm hearing, y'all saying, man, I ain't believing that shit. All right,
Because
that's where we at with it.
All right, so because I mean, if you believe in it, like, all right, so like if you think that the dogs that be showing their teeth and smiling are all curved, that'll be saying Big C whole yard is some curves. And then like
right, that's common sense. We know what they're saying. We know exactly what it's saying, bro. We know exactly what it's saying. You're
that
right.
sounds like just talking shit.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Talking shit, you know what I
That's
mean?
what it sounds like.
It sounds like somebody important was talking shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good comeback. That's a good comeback for that. Ronald, I have a white and brown patches Stonewall from Frank. All right, Ronald, that ain't an all white joint though. So the white with patches hit different. Everybody love the white with patches. Everybody, we salute them. You know what I mean? I ain't hear nothing too bad about them. They ain't got no stereotype on the white with patches as far as color. The color joint stereotypes was white. They say was all curves, white, all white. And they said, of course, they say the black dogs mostly was short order curves, rank curves. Those were stereotypes with the black dogs and the white dogs. I just gave you the two stereotypes with black and white dogs. Now, the red ones, only red joints. Stereotype I heard was soft mouth reds. No, that was just talking shit. People just saying because it's red dogs they got hard mouth, but. These are just things that I heard coming up from a young motherfucker fucking with the dogs all the way to, and I had an all white one that was not a cur. But I'm just sharing with y'all. To see where y'all at with it.
I've even heard if it's red, it's dead. I've heard that. You know what I'm saying? It's with anything. Like I agree with what Orange Juice Jones said. He said alcohol infused fables. That's what it be, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas just talking shit. You know, in my opinion, like the things you said, that's like me saying, like I'm just talking shit one day. You know what I'm saying? People respect what I say or something, and I'll be like, every dog with 3 wrinkles in his forehead is a cur, and then niggas just run with that shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's no way to know. Well, I ain't gonna say it's no way to know, but that just sounds like a bunch of talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hope y'all do know that I'm not standing on none of these things. I'm shooting them out. All right, okay.
You starting forest fires and shit.
Yeah. And, also, what else? What else I wanted to say? Shit, man. Now, I like your responses though, Casino. What else I was gonna say? I'm sure y'all heard other ones. I'm just naming the ones I done heard. Like you heard. We all heard. We heard some people don't like the brindles and they brindles and shit. This the first time I heard that stuff about the brindle stuff because but like all these things is just sayings like y'all say can be induced, alcohol or some other drug induced fables, or it also could be just dogmen's experiences in their own yards and the dogs they came through their hands and they just felt like talking shit and sharing it. And whoever pick up the jewel, pick it up, which means so, like I say in this bulldog community, we might say that they just fables and lies and drunk shit, but like everything that you say that can end up being right in the bulldog community and then wrong at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? So you're gonna see some shit. You're gonna see some times when all those things are true, and you're gonna see some times when all those things are false. So that's how it is with the bulldog community. That's how I take it. So we could say I hold y'all the smiling dogs, and I hold y'all the white dogs, and I hold y'all with the knots in the tails. We could say, our shit ain't like what they saying. You know what I mean? But like, who can find out but you yourself? You know what I mean? And like, big ups to you if you do debunk the myths, and big ups to you if you got a hard pill to swallow. That's all I can say. Strap back up and get back on it. If you feel like sharing it with the community, share it with the community. You know what I mean? Salute.
And another thing too, losing money is a motherfucker, bro. So if you just lost your money and you look at that dog, you gonna nitpick everything you see. You be like, man, this curly tail motherfucker. I never goddamn have another curly tail motherfucker like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you smiling you little smiling bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right,
feel me? Like is it you just
I agree.
you
I
lost your
agree.
bread, so now you like every dog with a curly tail, fuck them. Or this motherfucker smiling. This motherfucker smiling. He remind me of that time when I lost my money. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Right.
You-
I feel you.
So
I
I
feel you.
mean, some shit would just remind you of that time you lost your money, and you don't ever
Yeah.
want to lose your money again. So you just like shit. Fuck
It could be. That's
anything.
why I said. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm
No, I
sorry.
was gonna say you just be like fuck anything that look like that. Anything remind me of that, look like that. Fuck it. It's a curse. You know what I'm saying? That losing money is a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
All right. On that note, losing money is a motherfucker. And we started off at the beginning saying, where the money at? Where the cash at? Where the cash? So it's a good time for us to wrap it up before Big A come in and close it down. We had to add Mark. Go ahead,
All
Casino.
right,
Let
man.
them know where to
Salute,
find you, bro. Let them know where to find you, bro.
man. Casino Life Prayers, man. Y'all could just look that up. I should pop right up. Salute Toyo. Salute the Cookout. Salute everybody, man.
Salute to you, brother. Salute to you, young king.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. It's your brother, Big Toyo. Y'all already know. Y'all stay royal, and I'ma stay loyal. Salute. I don't know what Big A at. He'll come in and shut it down, but salute to y'all. Yes, sir.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Man, I've been talking and stuff, man. I was wondering why nobody, I was talking over. I was like, damn. I don't know what was going on with my stuff. I was like, damn.
Oh
I'm like,
shit! You was talking the whole time. We wasn't letting you in.
yeah,
We
I didn't know
we
it.
ain't hear you, bro.
I didn't know it until you said I guess Big A gonna come. I was like, damn, they don't hear me. Yeah,
You was in
yeah,
that
man.
matrix. You was in that matrix for a while.
Yeah, no, I'm in the kitchen cooking, man. Yeah,
uh, yeah, we
yeah,
finished
man.
though.
Okay, y'all know what it is, man. Salute to that boy Toyo, Casino, and everybody in the chat that support us, man. We support y'all back, man, for real, for real. But we got that Men in Work coming up at 10 a.m. Central. Central. But other than that, man, you know what time it is, man. We about to get up and out of here, man. So we out.